Now, chapter 13, we've arrived. This is one of the most important chapters in the entire book. It's the chapter where we see the introduction of the person of Antichrist and the false prophet. Here we meet and we see the appearance of the Antichrist and the false prophet. And he says in 13:1, "And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having seen 7 hands and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the names should be of blasphemy." Every generation of Christians has sought to know their identity. How many people today, right now, go to YouTube and look at the speculation about the coming World War III, and are we in the end times? Is the Antichrist born? Is he coming? This is a perennial question that people want to know. Who is the Antichrist? How do we know the Antichrist? How will we identify him and his false prophet? People speculate about the Pope being the Antichrist, the prophecy. There are many things, and it's constantly for reflection among many people, right? But time and experience, St. Andrew of Caesarea tells us, time and experience will reveal these things to those who practice spiritual vigilance. This is a very important phrase. Elder Athanasius has repeated it many times, and I suspect he will continue to repeat it because it's extremely important, and it immediately cuts off all of these false interpretations of various heretical groups that have prophesied that the Antichrist was coming next week, next month, next year, and they've all fallen aside and they've been shown to be foolish. How many Jehovah's Witness proclamations, how many various Pentecostal sectarians or whatever it might be, they've all said that the Antichrist is here and at the end of the time, and they've been shown wrong again and again. Why? Because time and experience reveal these things to those who practice spiritual vigilance. They didn't have spiritual vigilance. They didn't have spiritual experience, and therefore they did not understand and do not understand the book of Revelation or the signs of the times. The elder says the following, very important. If you don't take anything out of this today, this lesson, if you forget everything, remember this. Take this little snapshot, this card, and keep it nearby, and remember this. The times of these events will be revealed to those who keep a life of Nepsis. Nepsis is vigilance, watchfulness. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. The prayer coupled with watchfulness and vigilance and keeping of the commandments. That's the formula, all right? In the church, in the mysteries, vigilance, prayer, and keeping of the commandments. Everything, every prophecy will be fulfilled in its designated time. Prophecies will be fulfilled. I was talking to somebody, good man. I really have a soft spot in my heart for him, but he's wrong on some very important things. I've been talking to him lately. And I said there are prophecies from these contemporary elder saints, and they look like they're coming to fruition very soon. This is what they say. And I said some things. We can talk about it in question and answer if you want. Somebody wants to ask about it. I've talked about it before. It's not something new. And I was shocked when he said, your prophecies. I said, they're not my prophecies. They're the prophecies of the church, the saints, the elders. And he said they probably won't come true. I said, wow, that's not good. Don't say that. The prophecies will be fulfilled in its designated time, including of our saints today. It's an error to think the church is bereft of elders, saints, and prophets today. It always has saints, always has the prophetic voice. Many don't listen. Many don't care. That's okay. That's actually typical for this age, but they exist. And we should, if we want to be faithful, we should be mindful. They are the contemporary apostles and prophets in our midst. So they will be fulfilled. Let no one doubt it. It's in their time. They will be obvious as long as one maintains a pure heart. These events will be revealed and be obvious, again, to the vigilant. In this regard, the Antichrist will also be revealed to us. The faithful will know the man who is in fact the Antichrist. Did you hear that? The faithful in those days will know who Antichrist is. It will be revealed to the vigilant. They will not sit in darkness and wonder, is this the Antichrist? Is that the Antichrist? Who could be the Antichrist? Is this really the end times? They will understand, they will know, they will be vigilant. If they're vigilant and they have a pure heart and they're seeking the will of God, they will see and believe and discern the reality of the Antichrist.